York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are waking up this morning with mostly cloudy skies and temperatures ranging into the 20s. We will reach a high in the upper 30s today. Let's take a look at our CAVV tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. We are mostly cloudy overlooking the city of Utica, and we did see a few snow showers last night, leaving a trace on the ground. So if you are getting ready to head out the door this morning, I would definitely grab your jacket. It is pretty cold out there with our temperatures in the 20s. Maybe some snow boots from some snow accumulation yesterday and a little bit last night, as well as giving yourself a little extra time to drive on snowy roadways. Now, on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, we're seeing just a few snow showers and flurries in most of our areas this morning, especially further down south and a little bit up north. But this will dry out later on today, and we will remain mostly dry but cloudy for today. So here's the radar and satellite showing just that. We did see a brief round of a few light snow showers last night, leaving a trace on the roadways and on the grass. That has since started to move out into our area into the north. I did want to point out, if you did see the 7-day forecast yesterday or the past couple of days, we are going to be way above average for the next week, maybe even 2 weeks. So here's the temperature outlook. We are going to be above normal in temperatures, ranging in the 40s to 50s for our high next week. So we will remain mostly cloudy for the day today, with our temperatures in the upper 30s for the high. As we enter the overnight hours into tomorrow, our temperature will start to rise into the upper 30s and 40s as a warm front moves through first, bringing in some gusty winds. We'll then be seeing widespread rain once again due to a cold front moving through, bringing our temperature into the 60s tomorrow. That is very, very warm for December. But for today, we have a high in the upper 30s. It will be mostly cloudy, and overnight tonight we have a low in the 30s that will be rising throughout the night as that warm front does move through. So we do have widespread rain and pretty gusty winds tomorrow. Very warm temperatures with a high in the 60s. It will remain breezy on Sunday and mostly sunny, a little bit cooler with the high in the low 40s. And we will remain in the 40s and 50s next week for the highs, and we will be seeing some sunshine. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. A reminder that this is
Weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are waking up this morning to a little bit of snow on the roadways due to some light snow showers passing through last night, along with mostly cloudy skies and temperatures in the 20s. Let's take a look at our CAVV tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. We are seeing mostly cloudy skies this morning. It is a bit chilly with temperatures in the 20s, but we are looking to warm up today. So if you are getting ready to head out the door, I would definitely grab that jacket. It is quite cold out there this morning, as well as your snow boots. Some areas did see a trace of snow on the ground last night. There also is still some accumulation from yesterday, as well as giving yourself a little bit extra time to drive if there are some snow on the roadways. Now, on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, we are seeing just a few light snow showers and flurries kind of moving east of our area here this morning. We are looking to remain dry for the day today. So last night we did see a little bit of some light snow showers in some areas, causing a trace of snow on the roadways and definitely on the surfaces. So just be careful of that this morning, but that snow has since moved off into the northeast. I don't know if you did see either earlier or yesterday, our temperatures next week are looking to be in the 40s and the 50s for the high. So we are going to be seeing above normal temperatures in all of our areas for at least the next week, maybe even the next 2 weeks ahead of our schedule. Now, on our Skycast here this morning, we are looking at temperatures in the 20s. We will warm up to the upper 30s for the high today. And overnight tonight, we will see an increase in temperature rather than a decrease due to a warm front moving through the area. Now, this will bring widespread rain into the area tomorrow morning and just throughout the day tomorrow. We will see a high in the low 60s. That is very, very warm for December. Along with this rain and these mild temperatures, we will also see some pretty gusty winds. Now, for today, we are mostly cloudy with a high in the upper 30s, maybe even reaching the lower 40s. And overnight tonight, we will see a rise in temperature as that warm front moves through with some rain. Now, we are going to be seeing widespread rain and very gusty winds tomorrow and a high in the lower 60s. We will cool down just a little bit on Sunday, but that breeze remains, and we will be seeing some sunshine. Looks like we are going to be seeing some sunshine for most of next week as well, with highs in the 40s. Back to you, Gary.
Get out the shorts tomorrow.
Yes, definitely. I will be wearing shorts.
Hannah, thanks. After more than a year and a half.
Folks, this morning are going to be a little snowy for areas that did see some snow last night. It is just a trace on the sidewalk, but we will be dry today, turning wet tomorrow as widespread rain moves through the area. So we are definitely going to be overcast for today and for tomorrow as that rain moves through. But Sunday and Monday, we are definitely going to be seeing some sunshine with highs in the 40s. So if you are planning out your weekend, we do have that rain tomorrow with a high near 60. So very, very warm tomorrow, but it is going to be rainy and windy. Sunday looks to be the better day. Our high is just in the low 40s, but that's still pretty warm for December, and we will be seeing some sunshine. I'll have a look at your commute forecast coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. After a year hiatus.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are waking up this morning with temperatures in the low 30s. It is mostly cloudy, and we will be clearing out from those light snow showers here this morning. Let's take a look at our Cavie Tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. We are seeing mostly cloudy skies and temperatures in the low 30s. We will warm up to the upper 30s, maybe even low 40s for the high today. So if you are getting ready to head out the door, I would definitely grab your jacket. It is a bit chilly out there, as well as some snow boots. Some areas did see a trace of snow last night. We're still seeing a few flurries here and there this morning, as well as giving yourself a little extra time. Some of the roadways may be a little bit icy from yesterday and maybe a little bit snowy from earlier this morning. Now on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, like I said, we are just seeing a few light snow showers moving through our area here this morning, kind of like snow flurries. This is because there was like a system that moved through last night, bringing in light snow showers to some of our areas, so maybe waking up with a trace of snow on the ground, but that has since moved off into the northeast. Our temperatures for the next week, maybe even 2 weeks, are going to be very above average. If you looked at the 7-day forecast earlier, we did see our high temperatures next week are going to be in the mid 40s to low 50s. So we are going to be seeing warmer than average temperatures coming up. Now on our Skycast right now, we are mostly cloudy and temperatures are in the low 30s. We will rise to the low 40s, upper 30s for the high today. Now overnight tonight, our temperature will start to rise as a warm front makes its way through. We will be seeing widespread rain for most of the day tomorrow and a high in the low 60s. This is a record-breaking high if we do beat that temperature of 60 degrees. Now for today, we have a high in the upper 30s, lower 40s. It is going to be mostly cloudy out there. And overnight tonight, we are going to be seeing that temperature rise and some widespread rain come into the area. So we are going to be seeing widespread rain and gusty winds for the day tomorrow. We have a high in the low 60s. Now Sunday, it is going to be a little bit cooler, still breezy, but we are going to be seeing some sunshine. And we'll be seeing sunshine next week with highs in the 40s. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. A reminder.
Welcome back. We are going to be remaining dry for the day today, with some rain returning tomorrow along with record warmth. We are going to see highs in the low 60s. If it does break 60, that will set a record for a high for that day. We are going to be seeing more sunshine ahead in the forecast as well after tomorrow for the rest of the weekend and for the beginning of next week. So speaking of those temperatures, we do have a high today in the low 40s, but for tomorrow, we could reach 60 degrees. If we do reach that, that is record-breaking, very, very warm for December. Now, going right back into Sunday, we are going to be seeing a high of 40, but 40 is still warm for December. We are going to be ranging in the mid-40s for the high for the coming week, maybe some days reaching the low 50s for the high. So if you haven't gone shopping for your Christmas tree yet, today would be a good day to do it. It is going to be mostly cloudy with light winds today. Tomorrow, maybe not a good day. It is going to be raining for most of the day. Sunday, we will be seeing some sunshine and it will be drying out, so Sunday will be another good day to do this. I'll have a look at your commute forecast coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. 'Tis the season for
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are waking up this morning with a few light snow flurries in the area, and it is mostly cloudy, but it does look to remain dry today. Now let's take a look at our Cavie Tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. We are seeing a mostly cloudy and overcast sky here in Utica. There also was a trace of snow on the ground as I was heading in this morning because we did see a little bit of a light snow shower last night. So if you are getting ready to head out the door, I would definitely grab that jacket. It is quite cold out there with temperatures in the 20s to 30s, as well as your snow boots, maybe some icy conditions, as well as if you did see some light snow showers last night, there probably is still a trace of snow on the ground. Maybe give yourself a little extra time because we did get snow accumulation yesterday and just a little bit last night, so roadways could be a little slippery. Now on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, again just a few light snow flurries in the area, but these are since starting to move off into the northeast, and we are going to be mostly cloudy for the day today. If we do look at our radar and satellite, the snow is moving off into the northeast. We are going to be seeing a little extra cloud cover today. We did get some Skywatcher reports this morning. We are ranging in the 20s to 30s. We are up in 27 in Inlet and Old Forge, 32 in New Hartford, 29 in Clinton, and going down into the south, we have 32 in Cooperstown, 29 in Hartwick and Milford. So we are ranging in the upper 20s to lower 30s this morning, and we are going to be warming up to the upper 30s to lower 40s for the high today. So it is mostly cloudy for the day today. We do have a high in the upper 30s to lower 40s. Now overnight tonight, that temperature will rise as a warm front does move through, bringing some widespread rain to the area tomorrow, as well as very gusty winds. After the warm front, a cold front follows, and we will reach a high in the lower 60s tomorrow. So this could be record breaking if we do break that temperature of 60 degrees. But for today, we have a high in the upper 30s, lower 40s for mostly cloudy conditions, and we will see that temperature drop and then rise overnight tonight as a warm front makes its way to the area. So we are going to be seeing widespread rain and wind tomorrow with a high in the low 60s. Now moving into Sunday, it is going to be a little bit cooler, still a little breezy, but we are going to be seeing sunshine and a high in the low 40s. That's still pretty warm for December. And next week, our highs are in the 40s and low 50s with some sunshine. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. After more than a year and a half.
Back. Here is the sidewalk forecast for today. Maybe a little bit snowy this morning. Some of our areas did see a trace of snow overnight last night. We will be dry for the day today with some wetter conditions returning tomorrow, as we are going to be seeing some rain. So it is going to be overcast today and definitely tomorrow as we see widespread rain move in. But the sunshine really returns for Sunday and for Monday, and looking to go into the middle of next week. So if you are planning out your weekend, Sunday is definitely the better day. We are going to be seeing widespread rain and wind on Saturday, although our temperature is going to be very warm in the low 60s. Sunday, sunshine returns, a high in the low 40s. So that's still pretty warm for December. I'll have a look at your day planner coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. After a year high.
Welcome back, everybody. We are seeing some trace of snowfall on our Mesonet cameras here this morning. Most of our areas are covered with snow from yesterday, and we did see a trace of snow here last night. So if you are grabbing your coffee this morning, it's not as cold as it was yesterday or the day before. Our temperatures are in the low 30s, and it is mostly cloudy, and it will remain mostly cloudy throughout the day today. So for today, we are seeing cloudy skies with a high near 40, and overnight tonight we have a low in the mid-30s. That temperature will rise overnight as a warm front moves through, bringing some widespread rain tomorrow, but tonight it will be cloudy. I'll be tracking that rain coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks.
Welcome back. We are seeing a few snow flurries here this morning that are looking to clear out, and we will remain dry for the day today. Let's take a look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are seeing just a few snow flurries in the area, but again, these are moving off into the northeast. So if you are traveling this morning, some of our areas did see a trace of snow last night, and the roads could still be a little slippery from snow accumulation yesterday. But by the afternoon, we are drying out and remaining mostly cloudy. So if you are getting ready to plan out your weekend, I would definitely say Sunday is the better day of the weekend. We are going to be seeing widespread rain tomorrow, as well as very windy conditions, but that high temperature could be reaching 60. Moving into Sunday, our high temperature could be reaching 40. That's still pretty warm for December, and we will be seeing some sunshine. For today, our high is near 40, and we will be mostly cloudy throughout the day, and I will be tracking more of that rain coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. Washington National.
York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are waking out this morning mostly cloudy, and we will remain mostly cloudy throughout the day today with temperatures ranging in the 30s. Let's take a look at our Cavity Tower camera. It is kind of foggy and overcast here overlooking the city of Utica. And if we do look at our radar and satellite here this morning, we did see a brief snow shower last night, causing a trace of snow in some of our areas still on the ground. But again, that snow is moving off into the northeast, and we will remain dry for the day today. We did see some Skywatch reports this morning. We are ranging in the 20s to 30s. We are up in 27 in Old Forge and Inlet. We are at 27 in Glenmore and 29 in Westdale. If we do move a bit down south, still ranging in the 20s to 30s, 31 in Emerson, 32 in Morris and West Lawrence. Now on our Skycast, we are remaining mostly cloudy today with a high in the upper 30s, some areas reaching the lower 40s. Overnight tonight, our temperature will continue to rise as a warm front moves through, bringing widespread rain to the region tomorrow. Tomorrow it is going to be very warm. We are going to reach a high in the low 60s, and that is record breaking if we beat that temperature of 60. Before today, we have a high in the upper 30s, lower 40s. It is going to remain mostly cloudy, and our temperature will drop into the mid 30s, then rise overnight as some rain moves into the area. So we are only seeing widespread rain tomorrow as well as very gusty winds. We will be drying out on Sunday, still a bit breezy and dry for the rest of the week.
Now let's get a first look at the weather. Once again, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
We are mostly dry for the day today, but we are going to be overcast and mostly cloudy in all of our areas with temperatures ranging in the 30s. Now on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, there is no activity on our radar. We are mainly dry for the day today. And on our Mesonet cameras, we are kind of starting to see the melting snow, like in areas like Morrisville, Sherburne, Lawrence, which were snow covered earlier this morning. So we are going to be seeing melting snow today as our temperatures are above freezing. Tomorrow has been issued as a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to widespread rain as well as very gusty winds that could cause some power outages. But after tomorrow, we do have some sunshine moving in and warmer temperatures for next week. Before today, we have a high just near 40. It will be mostly cloudy and overcast, and I will be letting you know everything about the alert day tomorrow coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. A British
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back. We are mostly cloudy and overcast in most of our areas here this afternoon, and we do have those temperatures ranging in the 30s. Let's take a look at our Cavity Tower camera. We are overcast overlooking the city of Utica, but it is dry for the day today. On our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, we see no activity in sight on our radar. We are just seeing a little bit extra cloud cover from a system that is just to the west of us, but we will stay dry for the day today. Now our temperatures are ranging in the 30s. We are in the lower to mid 30s in the North Country, in the mid to upper 30s here in the Mohawk Valley, and the same thing goes for the Southern Valley. So our high today will reach near 40, which is pretty warm for December. Now tomorrow it is going to be very warm. We have a high reaching 60. We are going to be seeing some widespread rain moving in as well as very gusty winds. So we did issue a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for the day tomorrow. The heaviest of wind speeds look to come in at around 4 p.m. in the afternoon to 1 a.m. Sunday morning. We can see gusts up to 50 miles per hour, speeds up to 35 miles per hour. And with this wind, we could see some possible power outages as well as blowing debris onto the roadways. So that is why we did want to issue an alert day. So here are the heaviest of wind gusts. We are ranging between 35 miles per hour wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. And the heaviest look to be from 4 p.m. tomorrow afternoon until 1 a.m. Sunday morning. So I did want to point out, make sure you secure any trash cans, any Christmas lights that are hanging outside, because this can be blown around a lot with those 50 miles per hour wind speeds, and possible power outages are once again possible for tomorrow. So let's look at everything on our Skycast. We are mostly cloudy here this afternoon with temperatures in the 30s. We will drop down to the mid-30s overnight and then start to rise in temperature as a warm front advances towards our area. Now we are going to start seeing some rain in the morning hours tomorrow. That will kind of last throughout the day from that warm front. And then the cold front closely follows tomorrow afternoon at around 4 p.m. And that is what is going to bring those heavy wind speeds into our area and that temperature in the lower 60s. Now after that cold front moves through, that temperature will drop. We will see a brief round of some lake effect snow showers before drying out on Sunday. Now on Sunday, we will be seeing some sunshine in the afternoon and the evening, and we will reach a high near 40. But for today, we have a high near 40. It is mostly cloudy and overcast. And tonight we do have a low in the mid-30s before that temperature starts to rise because of that warm front. And we will see some rain in the early hours tomorrow. So tomorrow is a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to widespread rain and very gusty winds that can cause some possible power outages. It will remain breezy on Sunday, but it will be drying out and we will be seeing some sunshine. The sunshine looks to remain for the beginning and middle of next week with highs in the 40s. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. If you're looking, meteorologist Hannah Evans.
We are dry for the day today, but it is mostly cloudy outside, and temperatures are a little bit warmer than they were yesterday. We are ranging in the 30s here this afternoon. So let's take a look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. There is no activity at all on our radar, and on our Mesonet cameras, we kind of do start to see some of that snow melting. We are starting to see some bare grass, like in areas like Lawrence, Morrisville, Sherburne. So that snow is kind of melting off as our temperatures today are around freezing or above freezing. So we will see that melting snow today. Tomorrow, due to that widespread rain and very gusty winds causing possible power outages, it has been issued as a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. But after tomorrow, we will be seeing some sunshine moving in and warmer temperatures for the time being. But for today, we have a high just at 40 degrees. It is mostly cloudy out there, and I will be tracking this alert day for tomorrow coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. A memorial.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back. We are mostly cloudy but dry here this afternoon, and we do have our temperatures ranging in the 30s. Let's take a look at our CAVV tower camera. We're looking at mostly overcast skies here in Utica, and it does look to be overcast everywhere else here this afternoon. Now, on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, we see no activity in sight really, and we will remain dry for the day today. We are just seeing a little extra cloud cover moving in from a system that is just to the west of us here this afternoon. Now our temperatures are ranging in the 30s. We will reach a high today in the upper 30s. We are in the lower 30s up in the North Country, in the mid 30s here in the Mohawk Valley, and in the mid to upper 30s in the southern valleys here this afternoon. Again, our high today is 40, but we are going to see an increase in temperature tomorrow. But for tomorrow, we did issue a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. We are going to be seeing widespread rain move in the morning along with a warm front. We will be seeing wind speeds reaching up to 35 miles per hour. And in the afternoon, when that cold front moves through, that is when we are going to be seeing those heavy wind speeds and wind gusts reaching up to 50 miles per hour. So this could cause some possible power outages and power issues. So that's why we did want to issue a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for the day tomorrow. Here's a look at the wind gusts. The heaviest of wind speeds and gusts look to be between 3 p.m. and 1 a.m. Sunday morning. So we are looking at wind gusts from 40 to 50 miles per hour. So this could cause some trees falling down, possible power outages. And I would definitely watch your trash cans as well as your Christmas lights that are outside. This could blow away. The Christmas lights could cause some issues in this wind as well. So let's look at all of that on our Skycast. We are mostly cloudy here this afternoon, a high in the low 40s. Now overnight tonight, we will have a low in the mid 30s, but we will see that temperature rise due to that warm front moving through. Now we are going to be seeing some rain starting in the morning hours, and we will be seeing rain throughout the day, reaching a high of 60. A possible thunderstorm may be even mixed in there as well. Now we are going to be seeing heavy wind gusts, heavy wind speed, and on the back end of this, some lake effect snow is going to form overnight into Sunday. But good news is on Sunday that we do look to dry out. It will remain a little breezy, but it will be mostly sunny in the afternoon and evening with a high near 40. Before today, we have a high near 40. It will be mostly cloudy. And tonight, we do have a low in the mid-30s. It is cloudy, and we will see that temperature rise and that rain come into the area early tomorrow morning. So tomorrow is a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to very gusty winds that could cause some power outage issues and just trees falling on the roadways and that kind of deal. But on Sunday, we are clearing out for some sunshine. It is going to remain a little breezy, but it definitely is going to be better than Saturday. The sunshine looks to remain for the beginning of next week with highs in the 40s. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. The U.S. Supreme Court issues.
Look at the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis. Happy Friday, Bill.
Yeah, happy Friday. Getting ready for the weekend. We're looking at big changes in the weather as we head into Saturday, specifically Saturday evening, where the winds could be quite gusty here across central New York. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things are looking pretty quiet. If you're heading out and about this evening, no worries weather-wise. We're even above freezing, so we're not expecting any patchy black ice to form tonight as temperatures stay above freezing. Our current temperature is 38. Tomorrow is a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. Again, we're talking about Saturday evening and focusing in on the evening for the potential of strong winds, enough where we could be talking about some scattered power outages. We'll be taking a closer look at this in a couple of minutes here. Heading into next week, the weather looks very mild. We're going to get into a much above average weather pattern temperature-wise here as we head into next week. This evening, cloudy skies, temperatures in the 30s. Again, tracking some very warm weather tomorrow along with some wind. Look at that forecast coming out. Kristen, back to you.
The governor has made 21...
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Good evening and welcome back. We are tracking some much warmer weather moving into the region, along with some wind as we head into Saturday later in the day. Let's take a live look outside. Our CAV tower cam is looking quiet. If you're heading out this evening, the weather is looking perfect for travel. Temperatures will be above freezing, so we're looking at more melting snow heading into tonight. The weather over the weekend will be changing. In fact, we've highlighted Saturday as an alert day. This is due to what happens later in the day. The morning should be fine. We're looking at some rain. Temperatures are going to warm up dramatically to near 60 for the high, which is near the record. Cooler on Sunday, temperature 40 degrees. But again, our focus on Saturday, and the reason why we're going out of our way to point this out and highlight it, is because we're expecting the winds to pick up later in the day. In the evening time, as the cold front arrives, 40 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts are possible, and that's right on the threshold where we could have some scattered power outages and debris in the roadways. Not a bad idea to tie down your Christmas decorations. If you have any loose objects out on the lawn, think about doing that tonight or maybe early tomorrow, because again, we're expecting that wind to be arriving later in the day. Similar to what we saw on Monday, a little bit higher in terms of the wind, but pretty similar to that last wind event we experienced. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Weather's looking quiet. Sidewalks looking wet tonight as temperatures remain above freezing. If your dog is giving a look like this, maybe it's time to go for a walk. Temperatures will be in the low 30s here as we head throughout the evening. By the way, if you want to be part of Bill's Buddies, head to Facebook. This is brought to you by StaffWorks. Radar and satellite image. Cloudy skies across central New York. Here's the next area of low pressure. It's producing snow and rain, but as it heads to the west, it brings in all the warm air. And so this time around, it is almost entirely rain and warm temperatures as the system approaches. Tonight, we're above freezing. Temperatures will be in the 30s. A round of rain early tomorrow morning. Temperatures start out on the cooler side. We'll be in the low 40s, but we're expecting temperatures to abruptly rise in the afternoon and evening, making our way into the upper 50s to low 60s. Here's the cold front arriving around 6 o'clock. This narrow line of locally heavy rain. Wind will be accompanying the front. There will be some lake effect snow showers too, but again, it is going to be a very windy night here, Saturday night and into Sunday. The winds will be dying down heading into Sunday morning, and the weather cools down throughout Sunday afternoon. Cloudy skies tonight, low temperature of 36. Tomorrow, starting out with rain, turning very warm, and it's going to be a windy evening and windy night. Temperature of 60 degrees. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. On Sunday, we're looking at a drop in the temperature down to 40, but we're up into the 40s again Monday, upper 40s at that. Cloudy skies for Tuesday, Rain looking ahead to Wednesday and Thursday. Not very December-like. Look at those temperatures. It's more like Thanksgiving weather, maybe even Halloween weather. But, you know, it is what it is.
I just told my daughter the story of the Christmas Eve. It was 70 degrees. Felt really old telling her this story, but let's go for that. Let's shoot for it.
Thanks, Bill. 2 weeks until Christmas Eve. Let's get back to the Weather Center now with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
We're taking a look at temperatures tomorrow. Record warmth is possible. The forecast is for a high of 60. If we climb above that, we will break the record for the date, which is also 60 degrees, set back in 2015. In 2015, that was also the year that we saw very warm temperatures heading into Christmas. Christmas Eve was almost 70 that year. Now, weather history doesn't always repeat itself, but we are looking at a very warm weather pattern heading into next week. We have Saturday also highlighted as a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. The focus here is what happens in the evening with gusty winds. Could see wind gusts 40 to 50 miles an hour. So that is enough to cause some scattered power outages, and just a heads up on that. If you're going to be out and about Saturday evening. Sunday, the weather does cool down, a temperature of 40 degrees, so a big drop in the temperature. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It is dry this evening, and it will stay dry at least throughout the evening and early tonight. We're tracking the winds hour by hour across the region for Saturday. Look at that forecast coming out. Back over to you.
And because of the high winds expected tomorrow night, the Utica...
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are tracking much warmer weather moving into central New York, along with wind for Saturday, especially Saturday evening. Let's take a live look in Old Forge. You can see some snow on the ground. Not going to be around for very much longer here. We're expecting a big warm-up, and temperatures will be above freezing, so it's a very poor weather pattern for snow enthusiasts. But again, we always have to stress how long winters are around here. Just because it's warm now doesn't mean that this winter is something to write off. As we look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, things are looking quiet. It is a quiet night if you're heading out. Temperatures are above freezing, so there's not even the risk of any black ice. We'll stay above freezing as we head into tonight. As we look at temperatures across the area, Glenmore 37 degrees, Clinton 38, Mike and New Hartford 39, Barneveld 34, Jerry and Gale in West Leiden checking in with 34 degrees. Across the Southern Valleys, Cooperstown checking in with 36, Edmonston, Christopher with 36, Secoit, MJ 37, and Lyman and Eaton with 35. Low pressure approaching from the west will be the big weather maker as we head into the weekend. With the low heading well to the west, we turn winds into the south ahead of it. And so while storm systems typically produce snow in December, when they head to the west, they rarely do. And that's what we're dealing with here heading into tonight. Let's focus on the winds. Tonight, the winds will start to become strong only in the hilltop locations north and south of the Mohawk Valley. The Mohawk Valley really doesn't get into the winds during the day Saturday. So again, it's relatively tranquil, relatively quiet, I should say, for Saturday in terms of the wind. But when a cold front moves in from the west, the wind direction changes, and that becomes really important because now the Mohawk Valley is not protected from a west wind. The winds will be gusting Saturday evening between 40 to 50 miles an hour across many areas, which is going to be strong enough to lead to scattered power outages. If you have any loose objects, any holiday decorations that need to be tied down, you're going to want to go ahead and do that tonight. And then we're looking at the winds dying down as we head into Sunday. In terms of precipitation, it's pretty quiet tonight, cloudy skies. Rain will be developing Saturday morning, a round of steady rain. The rain tapers off in the afternoon, but then it picks up again as a cold front approaches from the west. So it's going to be a very active weather day tomorrow. Temperatures will be close to 60 in the evening, and then temperatures do fall. Some scattered light snow showers tomorrow night from some lake effect. But as we head into Sunday, the weather does dry out. We'll see a return to sunshine. Temperatures in the 40s. Cloudy skies tonight, low of 36. Again, a warm, windy, and wet Saturday with a high of 60 degrees. And with the strong winds in the forecast, we've highlighted the day as a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. Sunday's temperature falls to 40, and we will stay above freezing for the majority of next week, all of next week, at least during the daytime. Temperatures in the 40s, close to 50 or warmer again as we look ahead to next Thursday. We'll be right back.
Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. High winds tomorrow, Bill. In fact, the Utica Zoo has canceled their event for tomorrow night, the bright lights for tomorrow night already.
Yeah, we're looking at the potential of wind gusts 40 to 50 miles an hour, and we do have tomorrow highlighted as a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. If you're heading out this evening, the weather looks fine. These winds are not going to be coming in until tomorrow. In fact, and for most of us, it's not until tomorrow evening. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar again. Pretty quiet conditions out there. We're above freezing, and we'll be above freezing tonight. So traveling should not be a problem if you're doing some shopping or going out to eat. The weather should be great heading into tonight. Tomorrow morning, some rain. It's not until tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening that a cold front arrives. And again, tomorrow, a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for the wind. The weather looks mild. In fact, we could be talking about record-breaking warmth tomorrow afternoon as well. This evening, cloudy skies, temperatures in the 30s. We're tracking the wind hour by hour, and we're taking a look at the forecast into the rest of the weekend as well. That's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. A Utica woman is facing charges.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're tracking very warm weather and very windy weather as we head into Saturday. The wind arrives later in the day. The warmth arrives in the afternoon. Let's take a live look at our CAVI tower cam. If you're heading out this evening, the weather's looking quiet. Actually, a good evening to get out and run some errands, maybe doing some shopping. This is a live look outside. We're overlooking the city of Utica. Our CAVI tower cam is pretty quiet out there. Saturday, we have highlighted it as a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. Again, a very warm and windy day, high temperature of 60 degrees. And if we climb above 60, we would break the record for the date back in 2015. It is cooler on Sunday, partly cloudy skies, temperatures around 40. The focus tomorrow, the reason why it's an alert day, the wind. In the evening time, as a cold front arrives, wind gusts could be as high as 50 miles an hour. That's high enough to cause scattered power outages. It's also similar to what we saw on Monday, slightly stronger than Monday, but similar in terms of the wind. And again, our main concern here is in the evening time and into early Saturday night, the winds will be diminishing by Sunday morning. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Quiet conditions this evening. Temperatures are above freezing just about all areas. Middleville 36 degrees, Alder Creek 34, Inlet 37. Across Southern Valleys, Milford, Mark checks in with 34, Carroll and Worcester 35, Diane and West Lawrence with 38 degrees. Low pressure approaching from the west will be driving our weather on Saturday. With it tracking well to the west, it brings the warmth on the eastern end of this system as it turns counterclockwise. So the winds turn into the south as we head into tonight. Windy conditions along the hilltops south of the Mohawk Valley for most of Saturday. And because of the Mohawk Valley, where the south wind is protected, the winds will not be all that strong in the valley, at least throughout the day. That changes with the cold front as it turns winds into the west. All of us experience some strong winds heading into Saturday evening. Again, 40 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts. The winds will be gradually diminishing heading into Saturday night as well as Sunday morning. As far as precipitation goes, it's pretty quiet tonight, cloudy skies. Rain arrives Saturday morning, widespread and steady early. Some scattered showers throughout the afternoon. Temperatures will abruptly warm up in the afternoon and early evening. This is when temperatures will be close to 60, not until near or after dark. But then this cold front approaches from the west, and we see the big changes. Big drop in the temperature. Some lake effect snow showers possible as well Saturday evening and Saturday night. Accumulations look generally light and north of the Mohawk Valley. Cloudy skies tonight, low of 36. Tomorrow, a windy, warm, and wet afternoon with a high of 60. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Cooler weather on Sunday, but the weather next week, unusually warm for the middle of December. Temperatures will be in the 40s for the most part. Could be making a run into the 50s again, looking ahead to Thursday.
All right, Bill, thank you.
All right.
For the first time in 20 years, the Landmark Society of Utica won't do those stories in just a minute. First, though, gusty winds are in the forecast, and that has Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis calling for a News Channel 2 alert day on Saturday. Let's get right over to Bill and find out the very latest. Good evening, Bill.
Yeah, that's right, Jason. We are tracking an area of low pressure that is producing all kinds of weather headlines across the country tonight. When it arrives locally, it's going to primarily produce wind here. We have a wind advisory in effect for all of central New York. We're expecting wind gusts tomorrow evening to top out between 40 to 50 miles an hour. And this is why we are calling tomorrow a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. Again, this is primarily in the evening time where these winds are going to be strongest. It is dry, it is quiet on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Pretty nice night across the region. Temperatures are above freezing. 37 is the current temperature. We'll stay above freezing heading into tonight. So again, talking about the winds tomorrow, it's not just the wind, but it's going to be a warm day tomorrow. We could be talking about record high temperatures near 60 degrees before a cold front arrives. And when the cold front does arrive, it doesn't really cool off all that much going forward. Temperatures looking to be above freezing for a good portion of next week. Cloudy tonight, down to 36. Tracking wind. I'll let you know how strong it gets and when. And that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. We were going to bring you a package on
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening and welcome back. We're taking a live look outside our CAV Tower Cam overlooking the city of Utica. It is a quiet night, but the weather is going to turn active tomorrow. We've highlighted Saturday as a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. The primary focus is wind, which will be mainly in the evening, gusts between 40 to 50 miles an hour. A high temperature of 60 could be breaking a record high for tomorrow. Most of that wind comes in, that warm weather comes in later in the day. And again, the main concern here, the reason why we've highlighted this as an alert day is because there could be some scattered power outages. Not a bad idea to bring in lawn ornaments, holiday decorations that are outside that may need to be tied down or brought inside. You might want to consider doing that tomorrow morning before the winds arrive. Dry on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Low pressure, strong area of low pressure, bringing a lot of weather to the Midwest. Snow on the northern flank of this. Severe weather, violent weather in the nation's midsection with a tornado outbreak taking place as we speak. This weather system, again, primarily brings us wind as we head into Saturday evening. We'll take a look at this in our Storm Tracker 2 Skycast. Tonight, the weather is pretty quiet, cloudy skies. Some light rain will be developing Saturday morning. Temperatures start out chilly, so it's going to be a cold start to the day. The warm weather briefly arrives in the afternoon time. We're still in the 40s at noon. We make a jump into the 60s here in the afternoon. Here comes the cold front, and again, the winds will be picking up in the wake of that front, 40 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts. Some lake effect snow heading into tomorrow night with some accumulations north of the Mohawk Valley. Cloudy skies, night low of 36. Tomorrow, a warm, windy, and wet day, a high of 60. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Sunday, we do cool down to 40. We'll dry out. We'll see some sunshine. Monday and Tuesday, temperatures in the 40s. Temperatures warm up to near 50 again. Looking ahead to Thursday. Jason.
Bill, thank you. This weekend, if you're looking to get to those stories in just a minute. First, though, gusty winds are in the forecast, and that has Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis calling for a News Channel 2 alert day on Saturday. Let's get right over to Bill and find out the very latest. Good evening, Bill.
Yeah, that's right, Jason. We are tracking an area of low pressure that is producing all kinds of weather headlines across the country tonight. When it arrives locally, it's going to primarily produce wind here. We have a wind advisory in effect for all of central New York. We're expecting wind gusts tomorrow evening to top out between 40 to 50 miles an hour. And this is why we are calling tomorrow a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. Again, this is primarily in the evening time where these winds are going to be strongest. It is dry, it is quiet on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Pretty nice night across the region. Temperatures are above freezing. 37 is the current temperature. We'll stay above freezing heading into tonight. So again, talking about the winds tomorrow, it's not just the wind, but it's going to be a warm day tomorrow. We could be talking about record high temperatures near 60 degrees before a cold front arrives. And when the cold front does arrive, it doesn't really cool off all that much going forward. Temperatures looking to be above freezing for a good portion of next week. Cloudy tonight, down to 36. Tracking wind. I'll let you know how strong it gets and when. And that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. We were going to bring you a package on
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening and welcome back. We're taking a live look outside our CAV Tower Cam overlooking the city of Utica. It is a quiet night, but the weather is going to turn active tomorrow. We've highlighted Saturday as a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. The primary focus is wind, which will be mainly in the evening, gusts between 40 to 50 miles an hour. A high temperature of 60 could be breaking a record high for tomorrow. Most of that wind comes in. That warm weather comes in later in the day. And again, the main concern here, the reason why we've highlighted this as an alert day is because there could be some scattered power outages. Not a bad idea to bring in lawn ornaments, holiday decorations that are outside that may need to be tied down or brought inside. You might want to consider doing that tomorrow morning before the winds arrive. Dry on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Low pressure, strong area of low pressure, bringing a lot of weather to the Midwest. Snow on the northern flank of this. Severe weather, violent weather in the nation's midsection with a tornado outbreak taking place as we speak. This weather system, again, primarily brings us wind as we head into Saturday evening. We'll take a look at this in our Storm Tracker 2 Skycast. Tonight, the weather is pretty quiet, cloudy skies. Some light rain will be developing Saturday morning. Temperatures start out chilly, so it's going to be a cold start to the day. The warm weather briefly arrives in the afternoon time. We're still in the 40s at noon. We make a jump into the 60s here in the afternoon. Here comes the cold front, and again, the winds will be picking up in the wake of that front, 40 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts. Some lake effect snow heading into tomorrow night with some accumulations north of the Mohawk Valley. Cloudy skies, night low of 36. Tomorrow, a warm, windy, and wet day, a high of 60. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Sunday, we do cool down to 40. We'll dry out. We'll see some sunshine. Monday and Tuesday, temperatures in the 40s. Temperatures warm up to near 50 again. Looking ahead to Thursday. Jason.
Bill, thank you.